The thing that has worked for me is to remember the hard times. So, and I'm sure you guys all have your processes, and again, I'm gonna tell you what's worked for me. So before a big movie comes out, before, back in the days when I was wrestling with WWE, a WrestleMania match, anything big that would happen, I would always take a moment and I'd just remind myself, all right, I was evicted when I was 14. We were kicked off the island. We couldn't live in Hawaii. Had no place to live. A lot of shit happened. Then when I moved to Nashville, I was arrested multiple times by the time I was 16 years old. I gotta remember that. If I were playing on this team, which my skills are, what's that term? Oh, the shits. So I would never play. But before I lace up, before I get on the court, before I play in these big games, before I go to the Staples Center, where history is there, those are historic walls there at the Staples Center. I would remember that, and it allows me then to be present in the moment and understand, holy shit, the stuff I have around me right now, this is the shit that I dreamed of when I was a kid.
It's who I am. So I was about to say I'm a CEO of a big company, I've got this profile, but it's not true. When I was 22 years old, and I had 9 employees at Wine Library, and I was trying to build this business, if I sat down with somebody for 15 minutes, even though I had a lot going on, because it seemed like a lot at the time, it was my a lot. Just like they have their lot, you have your lot, right? I think I worked for somebody else. And so when we sat down, whether it's somebody like you that had some context for me before and think it's really cool, or some people like, right, my CEO's got like fans or something, right? And sits down, I'm in that meeting for that person. It's less about strategy, it's about thoughtfulness. I'm thoughtful more than that it's this crazy strategy.
Everybody has dreams, and as much as you want to be able to listen a little bit, because somebody's going to give you a gem, but nobody knows but you. You can't get advice on what you should do with your life, right? Nobody knows what you are. Like even sometimes you don't really even know what you are. You got to take your shot. And it's like, as much as you want people to agree and you want the people around you to be supporting your dreams and all, it's not gonna be like that all the time. You gotta do it alone. And people will help you, and when you get the ball rolling, people will jump on. But if you don't believe, nobody else is gonna believe. People come along because your belief is so insane, that your belief is so strong, that makes people be like, yo, this crazy. Yeah. Following your dreams is a lonely, solitary, scary, dangerous pursuit. You can't wait for somebody to think you can do it.
Don't try to be someone else. You'll always find someone better, taller, cooler, handsomer, nicer, more talented, with better six packs. But please do not try to be someone else, because I think it takes away the 2 greatest gifts. When you try to keep up with others, it takes away the 2 greatest gifts life has given you. One is the freedom to fail, and the ability to say with your head held high, I don't know. So, like someone again has said, I've taken a lot of quotes this evening to be appropriate. Yeah, be yourself, because everybody else is taken. It's very important to be who you are and try and achieve things on your own, go by your heart.
Admire, they have certain qualities. I mean, you've got friends, why do you like them? Generally, generally they have an upbeat attitude on life. Generally, they're generous people, they're humorous people, they're people that do more than their share. They're people that are thinking about something nice they could do for you. And all of those qualities attract you, and none of those are innate at birth. I mean, you can acquire those. And then there's other people that turn you off, and they have habits, they take credit for things they didn't do, they don't show up on time, whatever it may be. They're a little dishonest about things. And if you're looking at your life at a young age like you are, and you can choose what kind of a person you can be, why not be the person you admire rather than the person you can't stand? It's so simple. So just write down the qualities you like. Take your 5 best friends. Why do you like them? And just write down those qualities. And you will find there's no quality there that you can't have yourself. And similarly with the 5 people you can't stand to be around, put those things down that turn you off about those people. And if they turn you off about them, why should you possess them? It's so simple. You know, it's not like something complicated that you think you should be learning with an advanced
It's not as
degree in school.
complicated as investing in the stock market.
No, but it's enormously important to have people work with you in life.
Right.
They're going to work with you in life if they like you. You know, and they may occasionally, I mean, if you're in the Army or something, you know, you may work for somebody that you don't like. But by and large, you're going to get the best out of people if they feel good about you. And it's just so easy, but you've got to develop the habits early, because you can't say I'm going to suddenly become a terribly attractive person when I'm 60. It just doesn't work that way. So pick up the right habits now. And I will guarantee you, if you actually just write down those qualities and think about it, you will find you can have every one of the attractive qualities, get rid of the ones that are negative, and your life will be different.
Let's say a person has unlimited potential, we all agree, but they take little action, little results. Why? Because they have to start with a problem with their belief. They don't believe it's really going to happen for me. Maybe for Frank Kearns because he's got the cool hair and stuff, or maybe it's for you because you're so driven, but it's not me. Maybe Tony Robbins because he's a freak, got these big teeth. Whatever their thought process is, right? They got this thing, right? But what happens is, if you believe that there's very little potential, how much action are you going to take? Nothing, little. And when you take little potential with a little action, what kind of results do you get? Lousy little results. And when you get little results, what does that do to your belief? You go, see, I told you this was a waste of time, told you this wouldn't work. And then what happens? You tap even less potential, you take even less action, you get even worse results, and your belief gets even weaker. You get yourself in a state of certainty that this is going to work. I'm going to find a way. And if this doesn't work, I will make the way. Then you tap a lot more potential. And when you're certain in your potential, you take massive action. When you take massive action, you really believe in something, you get great results. When you get great results, your brain goes, see, I told you I was a stud.